Hello, my name is Philip Savard. I'm a professional trumpet player and teacher, and I'm the creator of a new book called Buzz Choir. This is part two in a series of short introductions and master classes into how to use this book. Now, I've been asked about the book. Is it only to be used as for buzzing on the mouthpiece? And really, buzzing on the mouthpiece is merely a vehicle to become good at playing on the trumpet. And so ultimately, we want to be able to sound good on trumpet, either as a soloist or an ensemble. And so when we use the book Buzz Choir, we want to make sure that we connect what we're doing on the mouthpiece to what we do on the trumpet. Now, what that means is we're going to do some playing on the mouthpiece and work our way to be able to do it on the trumpet, to be able to play in the accompaniment, in the music, with the accompaniment, and to be able to take your part and be able to fit with it, and to develop your ensemble skills with the other parts that are being played with the CD. So what I'm going to do is focus a little bit on intonation. Now, intonation is an ensemble skill. Basically, your ability to take your note and tune it with the rest of the group. Now, what that means is when you're playing a C, C is a range of notes. It's a range of sounds. C can go, if you go lower and lower and lower, eventually it becomes a B natural. You go higher and higher, it eventually becomes a C sharp. So you have this range, and depending upon where your orchestra or your band is tuned, you want to place that C in a different spot. So which C, if you're constantly dealing with a tuner, then you'll have really no idea where to place it. So you must use your ears, and more importantly, your imagination, so that you can hear what's going on in the rest of the ensemble and to be able to create something from your melody line or your harmony part to fit in with the rest of the ensemble. So first and foremost, you've got to be able to look at that page and be able to know what your music sounds like. And not just your music, but your music with lots of detail. And part of that detail is the very subtleties of the color of your note and how it fits in with the rest of the group. So what I'm going to do today is work on, this is out of the volume 2 of Buzz Choir. This is number 10. This is concert B minor or C sharp minor on my B flat horn. And I've chosen to use a B flat rotary today because this is one of those horns that that in this particular key, it's a bit rough around the edges. It really takes quite a bit of mental power. I have to do extra focus to be able to get this horn to be able to play in tune in this key. Now, it doesn't mean you can't play in tune in it, but it means it requires extra focus just because of the particularities of where the notes lie and how this particular instrument responds and the way the overtones match up with the other notes that are being played. So, specifically, I'm going to show you the tenor line. Now, first order of business is to be able to look at the page and be able to say, oh yes, I know how that sounds. So I look at the tenor line and I have now, not everybody has that ability or has developed the ability to be able to look at that page and go, oh, I know exactly what that sounds like. So you can go to a piano and you can, if you'd like to, the book comes with C parts, so you can go to the piano and you know exactly what notes to do. So your first note is a concert D sound. D. You know, and so you can use the piano to help you to get, yes, I know the melody line. Or a CD has solo parts, so you can access the CD. Now I've put the CD on my iPod here and hit play on it. And this can help you out. First off, I would say start off listening to it. so as you listen to the line, internalize it. Create that sound in your imagination. And make sure you're looking on that page so that you associate that note looks like that and that melody line sounds like that. And with repetition, you can play along with it. Play it on the trumpet if you'd like. Play it on the mouthpiece. Ultimately, we want to be able to play it on the mouthpiece and be able to play it in tune. And then be able to take that and put that into the instrument and play it in tune with the instrument. Now, the next step is once we can play it on the mouthpiece in tune, we want to be able to put that up against the rest of the notes in the chorale. So what I'll do is I'll go to the track number 10 on this CD, and what this is the 4-part harmony with this chorale. And I'll play it with that. And so that's the next step. And one can also use a buzz aid, which basically allows you to buzz and do the fingering. So that helps you to really connect what you just did on the mouthpiece with what you do when you play. So you would hit play and you play along with it. Like that. Now, once you've conditioned it, in other words, played it a whole bunch of times like that, over and over, your brain gets used to thinking in terms of sound, looking on the page, thinking melody, and how your melody fits in with the rest of the group. So you're not thinking, am I sharp? Am I flat? Which are questions. You're thinking statement, and you're making your statement fit with the rest of the group. And so through repetition of this, you condition your brain to think in such a manner. And then when you go to play it on the trumpet, you should get the same thought pattern. In other words, thinking melody and making your melody fit with the rest of the group. And hold on one second. And there you have it. You play it a bunch of times like that, and you make that final transition of conditioning that same thought pattern with the response of the instrument, because the response is slightly different than what you get on the mouthpiece. And that is the goal, to be able to play on the trumpet and be able to play in-tune music fitting with the rest of the ensemble or as a soloist. Thank you, and I hope this was helpful.